Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second episode of our podcast. We have a new guest today here. Introduce yourself.
Yo, I'm the Down Offender. I do photography. I like dinosaurs, birds, and Metal Gear Solid,
Yeah, all right. All
and
the
other video games.
all the things that we three almost all like birds is the thing that
Yeah,
unites us all. Anyways,
really.
today's topic, the main topic is the new Safari Limited reveals for 2025, and we will all be except Seb because he doesn't really have anything new like new figures or anything or new lifers. But for example,
Yeah.
every episode we will update you guys on what has been happening within our hobbies like new figures, etc. So first Max will be rambling, and then I have some news for you guys. So I say, Max, start your rambling.
Okay, right, let's start with 5 minute timer. Right. Okay, started. Right. First thing on my list is Compton artist Chasey or Chasey, however you want to pronounce it. It was discovered I think last month or a couple of weeks ago. It's a new iguanodontian ornithopod from the Wessex Formation, early Cretaceous on the Isle of Wight in England, coast of Southampton. Fourth iguanodontian ornithopod on the Isle of Wight. The other three being Iguanodon, Mantellisaurus, and Bristonius. And the reason why I bring up this new dinosaur in particular is because I have seen the actual fossils before it was even published in the Dinosaur Museum on the Isle of Wight. I've seen, I think, at least most of the fossils. I remember a lot of the vertebrae and stuff. So yeah, new iguanodontian ornithopod from the Isle of Wight Wessex Formation. Second thing is my lifer spotted flycatcher I saw just yesterday in Coombe Hill Woods. So that was pretty neat. I might download the photos after the podcast and send them to you, Arvin,
Yeah,
so
right.
you can put them up.
Show them.
Yeah. What else do I have to? Yeah, the other thing I have to say about that, there was torrential rain happening while I was seeing that bird, and I was in very bad clothing because I did not know it's going to rain that hard. So I'll remember that for next time. Next thing is Vertebrates of Britain, which I just mentioned a couple hours ago on our Instagram group chat. So I'm starting a project where I'm going to try and draw most of the British vertebrates. I've already started a few of the passerines, so small songbirds and such.
It's gonna take so long. But I wish you luck.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Next thing is some new acquisitions for me. I got them 10 days ago. My new BOTM Chasmosaurus and Protoceratops helenicorhinus.
Oh, that's awesome. Are those the new ones from BOTM? Because I remember the older ones being retired.
They're the smaller protos, the green one.
Oh, all right,
know?
the proto. And
the
Chasmosaurus.
Chasmosaurus is the green one.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't believe that you got your Chasmosaurus before me.
Well, I just remember on Everything Dinosaur, which is the website I have to use for BOTM stuff. Because it was the day that Achillobata and Utahraptor came in stock.
Well,
and so I was just looking through, and I didn't even. It wasn't like a thing to say it was in stock, and I was just checking when I saw it in stock. So I got it a couple days later.
Yeah, all right.
Which
well,
was
the Chasmosaurus.
I just think it's weird.
I'm not sure if it's the one in my head, because I do remember. I think my opinion has changed a little bit, but I thought the
you will remember it's very bright green. It's a very bright green.
I think I know, like the lime green, like a bit yellowish green.
Yeah.
I remember. I thought that was the weakest one of the bunch. I thought it was kind of ugly looking, but my opinion has probably changed over time because it's
wrong.
So, anyways, I've got a minute left for my last thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Right. So Asia tyrannus, zoo, or zui, however you pronounce the species name. It's spelled XUI. New Tyrannosaur, published just of yesterday. It's contemporaneous with Shanzhousaurus, which is a bit more well known. Yeah, it's a tyrannosauroid. So
From Asia.
get your head around that. Yes.
One of the
It's got a
dinosaur
very
names of all time.
yes. It's about 4 meters long, though there is some discussion that it might be a younger individual. Yeah, it's got a very well preserved skull, and from the very well preserved skull, so far we've inferred that it was a different kind of hunter than Shanzhousaurus, because it's quite a bit smaller and it's got a much deeper snout. So there's that. That's
Yeah.
my rambling list.
All right. I'll
With
continue
9
on this
seconds left
further.
to go.
That's right.
So good.
It reminds me of the controversy with Nanotyrannus and people thinking it was a younger Tyrannosaurid. But looking at the skull of Asia Tyrannus, it looks a lot more robust than Changosaurus. So I think it
Yeah.
might just be, yeah. Well, that was Max's rambling, like the things that happened. Meanwhile, let's move on to my news. So first off, a few days ago, I think Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I decided to go to Safariltd, which is a sort of dry, arid field, quite large, not as large as Vochteloorveen, but still large. In there, I usually Balloorveld is not that great for new species for me. But what I do manage to get is my lifer. Wow, I actually forgot. That's crazy. Um, what was it?
Mysterian warbler?
Oh yeah, that's right. The Icterine warbler.
Welcome.
Thank you, Zep. How could I forget that? Anyways, so I was walking to a river, and I got my bird call IDs, and it recognized a Icterine warbler. So of course I wanted to see it because it would be a lifer for me, And well, it was in this sort of very dense brush next to a river. Well, it was dried up because it's really hot because it's summer. Well, let's just say I wasn't prepared. There were lots of mosquitoes, and god damn it, I'm itching so much. I have thousands of mosquito bites on my legs. No, not thousands. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but it was honestly the worst. And the Icterine warbler just wouldn't show itself until the end. But then again,
You only got a photo. Sorry to interrupt. You only got a photo of its back, didn't you? Just through the
yeah,
leaves.
I'll put it on screen right now. But like, as long as it's enough to identify it, I'm very happy. And yeah. So then I moved on the way home. I also saw this cool green. I think it was a moth species. I'm not sure. I'll try and identify it, and I'll put it on screen right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
definitely
pretty cool.
a moth.
Yeah, it was lying on a path somewhere, and I really like the green on it. And then I decided to go home because it was starting to get late. Well, I needed to get home before dinner, and it's a half an hour bike drive for me. And once I was driving home, next to this field, I saw a yellow hammer, and I was like, that's pretty cool. And then I saw a sparrow species, and usually house sparrows are not that interesting to me, but I still needed to get my Eurasian tree sparrow. And the thing that was alongside the yellow hammer looked a lot like the Eurasian tree sparrow, so I decided to stop. And then I got a photo of it, and I was like, I was super sure of it. And then I got my life for Eurasian tree sparrow, so I'm very happy with that. They look very similar to me. Yeah. So those are the lifers that I've gotten. I also do plan to get. You guys don't know this yet, but next Tuesday I'm going to Schiermonnikoog, which is one of the islands, and I think it's the second best place to bird on the islands because you also have Texel. Yeah, excited to go there. I still need a lot of seabirds, and yeah, I'll update you guys on this as well, of course. And then to collection.
Hell yeah.
Yesterday, my package arrived from France. I have a video about this as well, which I'll put on in the description. 3 new Kyoto figures, which I'm very happy with. Apache Discus, Cladocelechi, and Exorodictes. Very nice figures. So happy to get them. I love Kyoto. It's one of my favorite brands, and I'm always happy to get some figures. Oh, sorry for the. There's cars outside my window. I'm sorry. Anyways,
I can't hear them.
I also ordered my PC, a gaming PC, and that will be arriving Saturday. So I'm excited because I've been saving up for like a year or something, like very long. And yeah, I finally got it. I finally ordered it with my dad, and yeah, that will be very handy for
Very,
gaming and other things.
very Guano podcast themed new
Yeah,
PC.
maybe I can also get a better mic. We'll see. But I've got a new desk in my room, and I changed it up a little bit, and it's looking very spacey right now. I'm already very happy. And the last thing I wanted to tell you guys is that tomorrow, it used to be, it was originally going to be today, but I checked and the date changed. But tomorrow I also have more figures coming, also Kyoto. And well, I won't spoil what those will be. I'll probably make a video about them as well. And yeah, that was my rambling. So yeah,
Too much Kyoto.
sorry.
Too much Kyoto.
Yeah, well, never too much. Kyoto always makes those like really not made creatures like dinosaurs and prehistoric animals that aren't made often or ever, and they also give them very nice paint jobs. So yeah, I was
Well,
saying, I was saying we move on to the main topic. So the main topic is the Safari Limited reveals. I think it was revealed yesterday, and let's just say the figures look really nice this year. Safari Limited did a great job, and well, yeah, let's first look at the Ostraptor all the way on the left. What's your guys' opinion on it?
who's going first? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Um,
So, I'm sorry, Zeb, if I interrupted you.
no, you're good. You're good.
So Ostraptor, I think I've tagged Safari Limited in one of my Instagram stories saying I wouldn't mind an Ostraptor figure, so that could be the reason why it has been made. Well, let's just say it
All
looks pretty
down to you.
it looks pretty nice. The colors do remind me a bit of the Sutipati with its, which is not really a great figure. But this figure does look nice, but I have to wait on more photos to get my opinion on it.
It has that weird like feather texture that like I know the city patty,
Yeah,
and I think the Velociraptor has, and the Utah Raptor too. It just
wasn't
looks
it Dino?
off. I
Oh
think
yeah,
the feathers are just
sorry.
too big.
I get what
Feathers just look way too big. I mean,
I get what you mean. I forgot the Utahraptor even existed, so my bad.
well, I own it. Um, and just the feathers look kind of odd.
I think
But
we just have to wait for more images to release until getting our final.
yeah, 'cause
Do,
it's obviously not the best photo.
do you have anything to
Yeah,
say
we've
about
only
that?
about half of it. So, actually, I just wanted to say because you brought up the Utah Raptor
Mm-hmm.
and you said you forgot exists. So I think that's just because the BOTM one was upcoming at that point,
Yeah.
and so I think that everyone was
Oh,
excited. But anyways,
what?
what's my opinions on it? Well, obviously, I can only see half of it, and it's quite pixely, but it looks all right. I quite like the feather crest at the top. I don't really have much of an opinion on it right now, just because we don't. That's the only photo we have of it, but it looks all right. I think.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to the next figure, which is the Nanoxsaurus in the back.
Ooh.
There's also new images of it, and let's just say I'm not the biggest fan of it, like at all. It's really ugly and yeah.
So this is kind of whack. I think the colors are copied from Dinosauria by David James Armsby.
Mhm.
The face and the feet, like it has the same colors. Here, I'll put it in chat.
Let me just say something real
I
quick.
can.
I think it does. Do you guys know the company Favorite Co?
I've heard of him, but I don't
Uh,
really know.
Well, it reminds me a lot of them, and I think it's kind of weird that we have like these two great figures, and then there's this abomination between them. But maybe it's because it's a part of the Dino Dana series, and it's more it's it's meant to be for
Oh, is
kids.
that where it's from?
Could be, but I think it
Oh,
looks very out of place between these three figures.
Yeah.
although the Zool was from the Dino Dana one, and that one's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's really
I
good.
honestly don't know what's going on with this Nanosaurus. Yeah, I'd say I won't be picking it up. Let's just keep it at that. All right.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. Just say what you.
Yeah, well, I just brought up on Instagram the other post, so you get a better look at it. And yeah, it's just really cartoony looking.
Yeah.
And yeah, the featheration looks, I don't know, there's something odd about it that I don't like. But that's basically, it looks like wet fur almost,
Yeah.
the feathers.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It looks like
um,
slimy.
Oh,
yeah, that's all I have to say about it, really.
slimy feathers. That's one way to describe it.
Teeth look
Yeah.
massive too. I
Hmm.
don't know if that's just me.
It
Maybe
just
they're
has
just
weird.
super blunt.
Just has weird proportions.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Anyways, let's move on to the next dinosaur, which is the Megalosaurus. Let me say, I'll talk first, and then Seb, and then Max. How about that?
Yeah. Good.
All right. So this Megalosaurus, at first I thought it was a Torposaurus, and well, let's just say there's also another Torposaurus on the market from PNSO, and I'm not too keen on that one. So I was hoping,
Yeah, that one sucks.
yeah, I was hoping this one be a Torposaurus, but it ended up being a Megalosaurus, which is honestly not too bad. I could maybe use it for like an inglet formation like Wessex, and um, I we also have to wait on more images, just like almost all of these figures, to really get our opinion on it. At this far, I think it looks really good. The paint scheme looks very interesting for Safariltd, and I think the sculpt is good as well. All right, Seb, it's
Well,
your
can I
turn.
I
just say,
think.
can I just say something quickly
All right.
about the Turbosaurus? There is a Collectate one,
Yeah.
which is
Oh
quite
yeah.
good. The paint's not the best, but
Yeah. Sometimes I
the
forget there's
sculpt is
other
pretty good.
figures.
Someone
It's
who
like
owns it.
I'm not too much of a fan of the older collective figures.
Mm.
All right, Seb, it's your turn.
Yeah. This is. I think this is one of Safari's best, even from just this image.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm.
I'm picking this. I'm picking this thing up.
Mm-hmm.
The pose is really good. Um, I love the patterns. I love the black tip at the tail. And the red chest and like underbelly.
It reminds me a lot of the Walking
I
with
love that.
Dinosaurs Rex.
Yeah,
I honestly quite like that.
it's naturalistic, but still like really like pleasing to the eye. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Max, any opinions from you?
Well, I think my opinion's basically the same as Dino Defenders. I really like it. It's my favorite of the dinosaurs,
Yeah.
at least. Well, non-avian dinosaurs, I guess, if you want to be like that. Yeah, well, even though it's kind of a bit blurry a bit because it focuses on the Lamagar in front. But yeah, from this picture so far, it looks really nice. And also, I just want to bring this up just because I'm looking at the image now. Do you see the Mothman and Bigfoot behind it?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know what
Yeah,
that
I do.
is.
I think
Yeah.
there's a new Mothman figure, but I'm not too interested in it. Well, not new, but like a new color scheme, glow in the dark or something.
Yeah, I just saw
Yeah.
those and thought it was. I thought I'd bring it up. But yeah, the Megalosaurus, if that's what it is my favorite dinosaur of the
Yeah,
year.
Safariltd is doing really good this year. Well,
Definitely.
next year. They always have this weird thing where they show off their figures and then we have to wait a year before we can get them.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Okay, do
I say
you want to talk
next,
about the two birds?
because you mentioned the avian dinosaurs, might as well move on to the two birds. Let's start with the
Yes.
osprey. Let's do it in the order again, me, Seb, and then Max. And let's just say, very happy with the new osprey figure. I believe there's already like for main companies, there's already a Slag one, but it doesn't really look like an osprey to me. So I'm very happy with this. It looks really great, and yeah, I just like it. That's just what I want to say.
All right. Well, on to me, I guess. I don't really collect. I'm not like super interested in collecting modern animal figures that much anymore. But I think I'm gonna pick this one up if I find it. It's awesome. Uh, I love ospreys, and the pose is like osprey, I think.
Let me just add
So
something. I'm
I'm
sorry to
definitely
interrupt you, but like it's really funny how I've never seen an osprey before because they're one of these birds that are like all over the world. I still have to see one.
yeah.
Oh, they're
I've seen
migratory, so
3 in my life. I know.
Max, what's your opinion?
I mean, I think what I want to say has already been said. This is just the best osprey figure from a company like Safariltd and such. Yeah. I don't have any Safariltd wildlife figures because for some reason I can't really find them on the internet anywhere.
Yeah, like they're not
For
available.
around like
Here.
£30 each.
Yeah,
So I'll try and get it, but I don't know if I'll be able to.
maybe Max. I don't know if it works, but try ordering from diermodel.nl, the Dutch website. Maybe you can buy it from there once it.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I'll try that.
They
yeah,
ship to the UK.
yeah, it could because it's the Netherlands is not too far from the UK, so maybe it ships to the UK. But I get what you mean because like the UK, like the only website they really have is everything dinosaur, and in the name you don't intend to you won't see any bird figures or modern animal figures, which is honestly a shame for
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next figure. In the same order, guys. The bearded vulture. I am very happy to see this one. I remember asking Safari Limited in their Instagram chats that we maybe could get this figure because bearded vulture is definitely one of my favorite birds. 'Cause it just looks so out of this world. The colors and everything. It looks. It's an European bird as well, so I really want to see it as sometime as well. And I just think it looks very very great.
All right. Yeah, like you were saying, bearded vultures, badass. I probably won't pick this one up just because of the pose. I think it's gonna take up like a lot of space on my risers. But it looks really good. The dry brushing on the wings looks phenomenal. So
My turn.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to actually cause a little bit of controversy, but I don't really like it actually. After looking at
what?
a bit more, and it's because the head. Obviously this isn't the best picture, but the head just doesn't look like a lammergeier at all.
Might just be the angle.
I think it's just the angle. I
But
honestly think
I
it
don't
is.
know. It just doesn't look like a bearded vulture really to me,
Hmm.
or lammergeier.
Could be. I say we just wait for more images. Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the final figures, you can see them on screen right now. I think I don't know the exact species of the. There's also these figures, like a dog species, a fox, and a lion. I'm not sure which species of lion that is, or if it's a cave lion, and a fish. I don't know the name. I'll put it on screen right now. Um, Yeah, I don't really have an opinion about these figures. I guess they just look fine, and I definitely won't be getting them because I'm not really interested in them. Any
Yeah.
opinions on these, or is it just the same like I said?
Yeah, basically the same.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was most of our opinions. Max had to leave, so
Yeah,
well,
Max is dead.
yeah. But luckily, it was the end of the podcast, so we won't
Yeah.
need him for the end. So just say goodbye.
Perfect.
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.